How to do YouTube? Your boy back here again with another one. And today I was going to give you somewhat of a introduction of who I am. So I'm going to start this week's episode with giving you 10 things I think you might need to know about me. Number 10, got the gift to gab. See, I don't have a problem walking up to anyone, sparking up a conversation. I like talking. Okay, maybe one time when I saw Spike Lee. Anyway, that's a story for another video. I've always been genuine and honest, and I'm gonna keep it that way on this channel. Number 9, I'm opinionated. Now I know everybody has one, but I'm the type of person I prefer to form my own opinion about something or someone before I take the opinion of somebody else. I definitely have comments about any and everything, but I only speak on what I know. Number 8, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. See, I'm the type of guy I can let a lot pass, but when I'm pushed to that point, I can easily become Billy Goat Grump. Number 7, I'm a techie. I enjoy doing creative things. Like when I was 14, I began putting together model cars. Enjoy fiddling with gadgets. I can take apart a television that's broken, put it back together. I can build my own computer, which I have and will do again. I like the game. Right now I'm on the PS4. I mean, I'm not a gamer, but I like to game. And I like coming up with storylines, whether they in long form or short form. Just see the reaction from people. Not even for the money, it's just to see the reaction, the response that I get. And I also like to travel. Number 6, I am hip hop. When I was around the age of, I say 11 to 12, because by the time I was 12, I was in South Carolina. And I was riding on the school bus, and a friend of mine got on the bus with a album. All you saw in the album was 2 hats, just that much of the head. That's it, that's all you saw was the hats. And above the hats, it said King of Rock. And I was like, man, what is that? That's how we bring the music that we like to school. We had to have album covers, and maybe sometimes a teacher had a record player or phonograph. Okay, not that far back. They might let you play the music if it wasn't too inappropriate, you know? But we didn't have phones and Walkman. I digress. And that sparked my interest in hip hop right then. Then when I was maybe about 16, 17 years old, I bought my first tape. You know, this is when Walkman were out now. And the first tape I bought was a hip hop album. And it was Tougher Than Leather by Run DMC. When I heard that album for the first time, it's hooked. Number 5, I'm a sci-fi buff. I remember as a little boy going with my father to watch Star Wars, the original one, A New Hope. And I was so excited. I mean, I remember when every one of them came out. I'm excited, so excited, about what they're doing with Star Wars now. And what they're doing with the DC and the Marvel. When it comes to space, comedy, or sci-fi, I'm all in. But if you put them all together, it's like you got me at coming soon, for real. I always wanted to be a filmmaker. Ever since I watched a movie by Spike Lee called School Days, I was convinced that making movies was what I was put on this earth to do. I wrote my very first story at the age of 17, let some of my classmates and friends read it, and their responses just made me feel like I was on the right path. Number 3, I'm a basketball fan. Don't get me wrong, I watch football, but it's usually on the Super Bowl, and it's usually for the commercials. I mean, when I was coming up, the commercials was a whole lot better and different than what they are now. I mean, people would talk about them for the next day on the news, everywhere. People would be talking about the commercials alone. I'm not necessarily a team fan, I'm more of a player fan, always been. So right now, my team, of course, is Cleveland. My favorite player is LeBron James. My family call him my cousin because I'm like, yo, LeBron is the truth. And he is. Number 2, I'm from Buffalo, South Carolina. Throughout my life, wherever I would go and people say, where you from? That would be my first reaction, to tell them I'm from Buffalo, South Carolina. And of course, usually, it was like, where's that at? I was born in Buffalo, New York, but raised in Lake City, South Carolina. I'm from both places, so I call it Buffalo, South Carolina. So, there. Number 1 thing, and the most important thing to me, I'm a family man. This simply means that I'm a son, a husband, a brother, and a dad, a granddad, and a friend. So those are the 10 things I felt might help you get to know me a little bit better. And kind of help me figure out what I'm gonna put on the channel. Let's see if you can come up with 10 things. List them down below. So until the next one, thanks for joining and stay connected.